So, you played your first Xena game. Come on, I'll show you how to distribute talents and make your robots more efficient. In this guide, I'll explain the core things you just won't succeed without. How character stats affect your robots. What are the best talents to spend points on? Why there are 3 types of shards, and what are the most effective builds, and so on. Drop your like and a comment below, and without further ado, let's roll. By the way, if you didn't watch our previous Xena guides, I certainly recommend you to do that because we share essential info for free, so take a look. Okay, so you have played the first battle and understand that robot is your main combat unit. But everything is not so simple. The movement speed of robots may differ, the tower generation rate may differ, and their stats may differ too. By the way, about the robot's base stats. These are 10 HP, 2 attack, and 2 defense. At the same time, there are several types of robots, and we know about 3 of them: XLR, XMR, and XHR. This is easily understood by the types of shards present in Xena. Currently, only the XMP type is available, but I think the other 2 will be added soon. So let's start with leveling of the only available robot so far, XMR. What's cool about Xena is that it offers 2 ways to improve your robots, via character stats and via robot stats. Yes, character stats are working. So to get to the character screen, it's enough to click on your avatar in the lobby. You will see 4 stats and 10 talents for distribution. Attack affects damage your robots deal in battles. Vitality increases the health pool of your robots. Agility increases all stats at once, but with a moderate effect. Defense reduces the damage your robot take when defending towers. These 4 stats are heavily similar to the battler ones, although they provide slightly different effect. For attack, vitality, and defense, talents distribution goes as follows. First and second points add 4%. Third plus 3%, from 4 to 8 plus 2%, and 9th and 10th goes 1%. For vitality, 1 and 2 points plus 1.35% to all stats. The third one plus 1%, from 4 to 8 is 0.65%, and from 9 to 10th is plus 0.35%. So the distribution of character talents improves your robot's stats. For example, if you have a plus 10% bonus to HP, your robot will have 11 HP instead of 10. It can be seen on robot screen. When fighting opponent's troops in the field, only HP and attack matter. Robots strike at the same time, and those with better stats obviously win. Defense is only good when your robots are inside the tower, so it helps them take less damage. I'll provide an example of in-game battle calculations later on in this section, so for now, let's continue with the top builds. The first 3 talent points give the most increase, so a balanced distribution of points will be kinda logical. For example, if you spend 3 points on attack, vitality, and defense, and add 1 point on agility, you will get a 12.3% increase in all stats, which sounds good. The same happens if you allocate 2 points to the main characteristics and 4 points to agility. An alternative option of balanced distribution is 3 attack, 3 vitality, 2 agility, and 2 defense. Another option is to focus on damage. So you can spend 7 points in attack and 1 in other stats, which will give you 20.3% increase in damage and 5.3% each in HP and defense. So this is when attack is the best form of defense. The opposite way is to pump your HP. So instead of 7 in attack, put these points in vitality and 1 in other stats. So your robots will have this 20.3% in HP or even more. You can even fully ignore defense and agility while focusing on the first two stats. Yeah, but let's not sound so abstract. Here's a real-life case I've promised. So, robot-based stats are the following: 10 HP, 2 attack, and 2 defense. So, let's say you have 20 robots. This is 200 HP and 40 damage. If your robots are leveled for an additional 13% HP, then their total HP is 226, and the damage is also 40. In a battle of 20 versus 20 robots with the same level, they will kill each other. But if 20 upgraded and 20 not upgraded robots fight, the upgraded ones will obviously win, and 2 units will also remain. Let's also consider the situation with a different number of robots. So 20 not leveled, 200 HP and 40 damage, we know that, and 19 leveled, 214.7 HP and 38 damage. So guess who wins? Well, logically 90 robots will win, even outnumbered, even with less damage. In the end, 1 unit will remain. Therefore, the correct distribution of talents can play just a huge role even with a few % win battles. Okay, I think we finished here, so let's get to the robots. It's just enough to click on Unit or the robot itself, and you'll be taken to the robots page. Here you'll have 1 talent for distribution at level 1 and 3 key stats with 1 talent already. Leadership affects the number of troops the player will have when the battle begins. Affects the speed at which new robots appear, and speed obviously affects the speed with which the robots will move. In my opinion, leadership is kinda crucial at the very beginning of your playing, because you just need instant robots to capture these towers. So feel free to spend all your talents through level 1 and 4 in leadership. Around 16 and 20 robots at the beginning will be great, so it will be enough to capture any tower. Next, you need to focus on spawn. It's good as your towers will produce robots faster. So when the storm's final stage has come, you need as many robots as you can get to compete with the rest survivors. So spawn is a high priority at the beginning. So right after you boost leadership, spend all your talents for spawn. Believe me, it certainly pays off. Well, actually, spawn is kinda OP in the current meta, as it makes your tower produce max robots just in seconds. So you better use that advantage. Last but not least, speed, as your robots need that fast movement across the terrain. It's not as crucial as spawn and leadership, especially when you have rare or legendary speed module ability. So in case you don't have it, just distribute a few talents in speed after level 5. But once you get this speed module, just feel free to reset talents and redistribute all of them to higher priority stats. And by the way guys, if you have some cool builds in Xena in your mind, just feel free to share them in the comment section below and we'll definitely test them out. There's a tab with your talents per level. And you can see here that for every 5 levels, you'll get 3 talents instead of 1, like between levels 1 and 4. And for every 10 levels, you'll get 5 talents. So by level 10, you'll have enough talents in every characteristics. Also, you can upgrade your robot using shards. So each type of robot has its own type of shards, and in the case of Adam, these are XMR shards. You can earn them in battles, and with every new level, you'll need more shards to level up. And by the way, in the future, you'll be able to change robots, but for now, XMR Adam is the only choice. To change it, just click on change under the robot's name. However, unlike character, the robot requires resources to reset these talents. Well, namely 200 G-Cell per reset. Besides, if you have in-battle skills, you can take up to 3 of them into battle. However, you can only use 2 of them. The third one is for having some options to choose from. So it's more about tactics here. In the beginning, you'll be tied to 1 skill only. But if you accumulate 3500 G-Cell, you can activate 1 more slot. In my opinion, skills deserve a separate guide too. So support this idea with your like and we'll roll it out. But yeah guys, just remember that the game is still in beta and its meta is ever changing. So things might change drastically after every new patch. But I hope we explained the current basic mechanics in detail. The rest is for you. So if this guide helped you, just hit the like, subscribe and bell buttons. Thanks for watching and see you soon.